What would you do if you found out somebody killed you and then you came back to life because somebody stuck a piece of metal that you thought was angel stuff, and then you find out that maybe it's not angel stuff? Hmm? Hmm?
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pubstomp, a podcast about games, TV shows, movies, and pop culture in general. Every episode, we discuss topics that we find interesting. Come join our shenanigans.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Pubstomp Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about one movie and a series that are kind of related in a theme that we're going to be discussing later on. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about this. But today we have Tyler.
Hey.
And Mexy.
Yo.
And myself, trigoman. Oh, man. Tyler is back after being absent for two weeks. Man, we missed you.
Thanks.
You got any stuff going on? And I heard there's some movies coming to some platform.
Yeah. Looks like Wonder Woman's coming out on December 25th, Christmas Day, for not $30.
Merry Christmas! Oh man, that's cool. Good to hear.
I'm excited for that, man. That looks good.
Was that gonna come out this year in the theaters?
It was supposed to come out in the summer, I believe.
Oh, in the summer. Okay.
And then, a couple things happened here and there, and then here we are.
Nice.
And everybody was saying they're going to push it back to next year. It's going to be a next year thing. And then here we are, man.
But they just went the Mulan route, but not charge you for it.
Yeah.
So that should make you happy, yeah?
Yeah. It makes me happy, yeah, because you're already paying for a service. I know one of our friends also disagrees with this charging of money, but that's good. I'm excited for that because I have kids, so I would not be going to a movie theater. Well, I mean, besides the fact that there's a pandemic, if there wasn't, I wasn't gonna be going to a movie theater. So
interesting. Well, they're missing out on my $30 because I would have given them to them anyways. I'd have been like, here you go.
Yeah, but you're balling over there, man. Some of us plebs don't have a iPhone 12 with a magnetic wallet.
It's fine.
That's cool. Well, I don't know. That's all we got in the news. Anyway, we got a lot to cover today, so let's just get into the topic. So the first movie we're gonna be talking about today is The Old Guard, and it's I think Netflix exclusive. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a Netflix exclusive based on the comic of the same name.
Okay.
Basically the movie is there's this group of people, they can't die, and apparently they've been doing stuff throughout history. Suddenly, there's this other person who dies and comes back to life, and they're like, oh, there's another one of us. Let's go find her. And then in the meantime, they also found out when they were doing a job, they got betrayed. This girl's coming to terms that she's immortal now. These guys are trying to figure out who tried to, sabotage them. They find out that somebody wants to steal their powers because, not being able to die is good juju, apparently. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
They find the guy, find out who betrayed him, one of their buddies. Bada bing, bada bang, and the movie ends.
Bam. That's it. In a nutshell, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff in between, man. Like I like this is I like the concept. The concept of these group of people that don't die, kind of like because it reminded me of the episode of what's it called, The Sandman, of the guy who doesn't die for because he was immortal.
Yeah.
So this is what it reminded me of, and they're doing stuff through history because the way they find these guys is that they're doing stuff throughout history. Somebody's like we saw these people and they have a picture of them in like, I don't know, the Crusades, and a picture of them in like some other wars, and like they're doing stuff over the years, saving people's lives, and kind of like being superheroes basically throughout the throughout history. So that was a pretty awesome concept in my opinion.
Yeah, except you can randomly die, which is the worst. It's like it's the worst. It's not immortal.
Yeah,
This is
because
what
that's true, right? Because
I'm
that's one of
immortal,
the
kind of.
like they're seemingly immortal until it doesn't work again, and then but they don't know when or why. So I guess that's kind of crappy.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was okay. I think the more interesting part for me was like how they explained, like, even though they were doing these things, they weren't like, because you did this, you saved this person, they did this. It was like you saved this person, and then that person had a child that did this. Like it was like there's a level of abstraction, kind of made it
Mhm.
cooler,
Mhm.
indirect,
Okay,
I
so
guess.
kind of like they had like rippling effects whenever they saved somebody. It had a
Yeah,
rippling effect that saved a bunch more people or did something
Yeah.
greater.
yeah. I thought that was cool.
Mm.
Overall, I thought the movie was like super boring at the beginning until stuff started picking up at the end there. But you know what? That's just my opinion.
Yeah. What about you, Tyler? Did you like the movie overall?
It's been a while since I watched it. It
Okay.
it was a little. I was a little slow in the beginning, but I really liked it. I thought the take on the Immortals was kind of fresh, and yeah, the end where they kind of explained the ripple effect, that was pretty cool because they're starting to like doubt the one character starting, the main character starting to like doubt if they're doing any good, and she's just like sick of it because she's been doing it for so long and she like wants to die. And then they explain to her kind of, you did all this good. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So
I
I
liked it.
also I also enjoyed it. I didn't think it was slow. I like slow movies. I just like to take my time, like tell me what's going. I mean, if because they weren't just like sitting around, they were talking. I guess, and or maybe Danny needs
That's
like
counts
what,
sitting around there.
what do you need? What do you need, Danny? Like explosions and like
Yeah, I mean it
gunfire.
builds.
Like it's just building up the story. And maybe that was not enough for Mexy. It needs dopamine hits. But
If you're
in my
gonna,
opinion,
if
because
you're gonna
at the
throw
beginning it
low,
was already pretty hard, right? Like there was like you gotta go this mission and they killed, right? And that scene was like, oh, and of course I was like, okay, I knew it was like, okay, something's off. They can't die in the first 5 minutes, right? So
dude. Okay, so like, here's why I think it's slow. Like they're spitting out lore and stuff like that, but they're not really explaining to you like why they're immortals. Didn't really explain. They like pseudo explain like, oh yeah, I was around this long, and then I came along in here, and then they explain about like that one Quinn, I think it was like her name or whatever, the Asian lady that got thrown in the water.
Mm-hmm.
that was
But it
super
was
messed up. Yeah.
completely irrelevant to the plot unless
No,
you
no,
watched.
it wasn't. That was like that's why that lady was so jaded.
She was jaded before that too, because she was
Andy
alone
says
for a
that.
long.
Yeah, Andy. Yeah, Andy. She was like,
Andy.
she was like jaded because like she didn't want to do this anymore, and then like she didn't want to get attached to anybody because of that lady.
Well, not just that lady. She also lost the other guy too, the
Right.
random guy that died before him.
Right.
I'm
so
just saying, is
it's fine. I guess you need more. You need more.
if you're gonna do lore, I want, you know, tell me the beginning, like what happened since the beginning of time. Like I want all the lore. Don't just
It's
give
a
me
movie,
half the
man.
lore.
It's a movie.
You
It's
want like
gotta,
a
you gotta
6-hour
fit.
movie?
You want a 6-hour movie?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I'll watch a 6-hour movie. I've seen the Lord of the Rings, the extended cuts of all of them in one day.
Yeah, but this is not
This-
Lord of the Rings.
This is the guy that explains to us like the nitty gritty details of Hollywood.
Like-
and he's complaining that the movie's not 7 hours long.
It doesn't have to be 7 hours. It could just. I'm just saying it could have done a better job to set up things. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I guess they didn't. That's the whole thing, right? They didn't know anything about their powers. They just knew that sometimes they wouldn't. Normally they wouldn't die, and there would be other times where they would just die. So I guess I don't know. Maybe that's why they couldn't explain it because they don't know.
Well, okay, so I don't remember if they explained the axe. Did they explain the axe? Like,
So,
what was it?
So I think that it's kind of like that's why. Like I think there's a tinge of religion here. Like it seems like they all came around the same time as they seem like she was like Noah the Ark or some kind of like similar character back in the day, and that was her thing. And everybody else had like they were like angels or some sort. That's kind of like the feeling I got. I don't know. What do you think?
That's not the feeling I got at all.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you talking about? The axe?
Because they all had a
her
weapon
weapon?
or something like
Oh,
an actual
yeah.
physical like weapon.
They carried
Yeah, I
an
guess.
axe in a pouch. Everybody's like, take care of the axe. And then
Yeah, I
the
guess.
last, sorry, go.
Oh no, I guess I didn't read too much into their weapons. They just all had old melee weapons that they.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
old melee
I thought they
weapons.
just liked them. I don't know.
No, my take was like that they had like some tied to some religious something because that or
Mhm.
like or mythical stuff. But then the new character, the latest immortal, and I guess what was her name in the show?
Niall.
Yeah. So she didn't have any of these things, right? So just like it was present, like I don't know, 2020, let's just say present day,
She had a
and
cell phone.
she just came back and like they didn't explain that either, like how are immortals created. They just were like, okay, we sense a new one, and somebody has to go find her or find them, so that because they're gonna be super confused, and of course she was super confused, right? So I guess you're right, like that. Now that you're
See?
saying that way, like yes, at first I was
See?
like, oh, it makes sense, but then it's like, wait a second, the new one doesn't make sense because she wasn't alive in that time. So
Yeah, see? Now you see, now you
I
understand me.
mean,
Like,
there's some holes here and there, but I think still overall it's a pretty good movie.
that's fine. That's fine. It was entertaining. I wouldn't say I'll watch the next one whenever that comes out. But yeah.
What did you think of so Niall was she finds out that she can come back to life. She's super confused. She swore she died. Everybody else saw her die too, or like at least her crewmates saw her die. And she comes back and what do you think of how did you think she took it like yeah, I mean I just saying like well, what
She
did you
took it to the throat. I saw it. They cut her throat.
no like coming back to life, like just realizing that she is no longer like a normal person.
Well, her friends were jerks about it.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of weird, actually. Now I'm kind of remembering that scene now. It's like her friends just were like hating her and like you're the devil kind of thing.
I mean,
Which
again,
I guess it would be shocking.
yeah, you saw. Did you not see the gash in her throat? That thing
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And then she had no gash. I'd be like, okay.
And she was trying to downplay it, like, oh, it healed fast. The medics here are amazing.
Yeah,
It was like, man, it was like that was a deep gash.
Put
Yeah,
some
so
Vicks and 7-Up on that.
7-Up,
That's
so heal it
fine.
right up. Yeah, because when Andy finds her, she knows that that's gonna happen. People are gonna be like, "What in the world? You came back to life? How did that happen?" Because they wanted to
when
take
they
her
take you to
away, probably
Area
to
51. Yeah.
yeah, they want to take her away to like, okay, we gotta study this thing, and that's the worst that they can do to somebody because they'll just kill them over and over until they find out what the hell is up with them. So, but then she didn't want to be with Andy. I mean, I guess rightly so. Not trust anybody.
And you just died, and the people you like just were like, I'm not your friend anymore. Yeah, you know, we can't kick it together. And then this other person's like, hey, I don't die either. Hey.
It's like, who are you?
I don't know. It's fine. It's entertaining. I feel there's a lot of like left unexplained. And I'm sure it's because they're gonna set up a second movie, and you know they're gonna go into like, who are these immortal people? But
So do you think? Okay. Do you think they withheld too much because they were looking forward to a second movie? Is that a fair question to ask?
Yeah.
yes,
I don't know. I
Go
think
ahead.
it was enough information, but Mexy disagrees with me. I think
Yeah.
he wants more. I think it was plenty, enough for me to satisfy what I need to when I'm watching a movie.
I think they purposely did too much in one movie to try to set up a second movie. Like I said, I felt that the whole hey, there's this drowning woman that continuously drowns, and you can see her drown every day. Apparently, like it's superfluous.
Yeah,
And then-
dude, that's gonna suck, man. Just
Right.
drowning perpetually forever for the rest of your life.
By the way, she apparently stopped drowning at some point, right? Because at the end of the movie, she shows up. So did they
Yeah,
just
she
not,
shows up. Yep. So she
like
escaped.
they're not like, I'm not having bad dreams anymore about somebody drowning. Like,
But like, was she having dreams because she was still drowning, or was she having dreams because, like, you know, like, just feel guilty?
I don't know, man.
There we
I
go.
wish
see?
somebody would have explained it to me.
They can't explain everything, man. It's a
Yeah.
movie. You gotta interpret. You have to add your own interpretation. It's a
I
work of
didn't-
art.
Yeah, I didn't view it as like they were connected. I just viewed it as that was a reoccurring nightmare. You know,
Like PTSD.
What
like,
do
right
you
there.
mean
Yeah.
they don't see it as they were connected? They literally, the moment she dies and come back to life, they all like, oh, I saw a dog tag. I saw this.
That's
She's a
fair.
Marine. What?
Yeah.
No,
That's true,
but
that's
that's
true.
like that's okay. Okay, fine, whatever. All right.
Why
You know
would
what?
she
You
dream
win
about
this
this
one, Mexy,
random
okay?
person?
But they're not really connected after that though. They don't show you any other evidence. Well, I guess they see her drowning. So I guess. I don't know.
Maybe they are connected in a way, kind of like that
Maybe,
other movie,
yeah.
8 or something. What was the show? 8, 7, 8, not 10. I don't know.
9.
It was another
9?
Netflix show.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what it's called? It's 8, right?
Yeah, because 7 is the one
Cody?
with Brad
No.
Pitt.
So that movie is another thing. That's I kinda wish
Sensei.
they didn't.
Sensei, right?
Sense 8, yeah. When it's that they all like sense each other having like experiences, so similar
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah. Okay. See what I'm saying now? You just saw like, oh, they're not connected, except that I just ignored that entire part where they were connected.
Yeah, but it's like they're trying to find the new addition to the crew. And I guess if they can feel the new addition, they can feel the somebody dying. Okay, I guess. All right, fine. You get
I
this one,
think
Mexy.
you're trying to wave it away and be like,
You sure you
nah.
get this one, Mexy. You get this one, Mexy. You're right. All right, fine. One of my favorite scenes in this movie was the fight scene between Andy and Niall in the plane, where like they're just trying to like duke it out. Like I don't know why they're fighting. Probably because he's super confused, and this lady is just downing vodka bottles, right? And she's like,
Yeah.
whatever, right? So that was pretty cool. And then when she speaks to the pilot and it shoots him and shoots in his direction and say something in Russian, and then they're just faking that he died. But I thought it was super hilarious. That was pretty funny.
That's funny.
Mhm.
Pretty funny scene, yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, that it's she breaks her legs and like that's a little bit of a hard lesson to teach, but
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
so you can't die. Watch crack. Oh,
My personal favorite was when they, after they get attacked, and then they have the two guys together that are a couple.
yeah.
They're like, he tells them like, this man is not my boyfriend, and he goes in through this long speech.
Oh yeah. He's like my lover. Or, like he's
the
not
most
my
important
boyfriend.
person.
Yeah, yeah. That was beautiful. I was like, oh man.
Not just that though, it's like the scene is awkwardly funny because like all the guys in the truck are like, what the hell? And then they start kissing and they're like, no, like
no.
no.
You can't allow this here.
That's just,
Yeah, that was-
it's a sweet moment, but at the same time, it's super awkward.
What language are they speaking? They speaking
Italian.
French or Italian? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
The benefit of watching everything with captions is they tell me exactly what they're speaking.
Oh, I mean, I watched it with captions. I just didn't remember. No, but no, I thought that moment was pretty good too.
Yeah, it's a
Write
good
it down,
one.
man. Write it down. You're gonna need to say it someday. Just write it down.
Right.
Modify it. Add the he to she and whatever, right? Or leave it as he. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever float your boat. I don't care, man.
You know, it's 2020, man. Like,
you can do whatever you
can't-
want. Okay.
did you just assume my gender?
I just assume nothing. Okay. You can do whatever you want. Oh man. Cool. Well, I don't know. I mean, yes. Now that you pointed out, there's a few holes in the movie, but overall, I think I don't know. I didn't have any problems with the pacing. The character development was right. I felt like the Niall, she went to some trauma, figuring like she went to her own funeral, right? For like that's gonna suck. And she eventually was okay with like, okay, now I'm part of this crew. Now I have to go back with them because she wanted to leave to do her own thing, right? So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't really want to go back. She was just like, huh, this gun was empty. I wonder why.
She kind of
Yeah.
had to, yeah.
Yeah, like
No, but she could have just been like, "Not a problem, guys. Peace."
yeah, like
No, but she could have just been like, "Not a problem, guys. Peace." You know,
I mean, yeah, but
what's it to her? She doesn't know them. She doesn't care, right? So
because she's a good person on the
no,
inside.
she knew she wanted to go back. She know,
Yeah.
she wanted. Like, she just needed an excuse. She needed an excuse to be like, okay, you know what? This is my crew. This is my clique. The Immortals.
Convenient plot device. Okay.
Okay, fine. You thought it was a cheap? Okay, whatever. Maybe it's a cheap
Anyway.
setup.
It's a good movie if you don't look at it too critically.
That's fine.
I mean, that's true of every movie, right?
That's true.
I mean, that's how I follow Mulan. Freaking terrible movie. Like, nah, it's good, man. Just don't call it Mulan. Like, guys, it's a bad.
I guess everybody's got their
Yeah,
triggers.
good threshold. Yeah. So I mean, just hear Mexy saying it's a bad movie. I respect that because
It's not a
says he
bad
likes
movie.
bad
I didn't
movies.
say it was a bad movie. Did not say it was a bad movie.
okay, you cannot say like okay, you
was
cannot
just-
say this movie sucks and it's not.
This-
You cannot. It
I
doesn't
didn't
work.
say a movie
man.
sucks. I just said I wanted like it was slow. It was very slow, and I wanted to be better.
Ah, I see. Okay, so you liked it, but you wanted A plus.
Liked
You didn't want
it.
A. You wanted A plus.
I liked the ending way more than I felt in the last 30 or 40 minutes. Way more happened than in the first hour and change.
I would say that movie is long. I guess all movies are long now. So
Ah man, like,
2 hours, man, it's like insane.
that's what I'm saying. Like they could have cut this movie. Like they could have removed the entire Quinn storyline, and I would have been fine.
I did feel like those people were alive for so long, and they learned more in the 2 weeks or whatever the movie took place. They learned more in that period of time than
There you
in
go.
their entire
see?
lifetime.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's true, right? It's like they don't know anything about like each other, and then like all of a sudden, hey man, look, modern
That's
science,
2020 though.
medicine, yeah, 2020. You gotta look at the vaccine developments, man. Like 1 year, vaccine's ready. They take 12 years to do one vaccine normally. All right, it's 2020. What is it called? Operation Hyperspeed. What is it called? I forget the
Warp
name.
speed.
For Warp Speed. There you go. Everything's so fast now.
Like,
Look at this.
man,
HBO has a movie right now. You don't
I'm
have to wait.
I'm just saying, the more we talk about it, the more I'm chipping away, and you guys can see my viewpoint.
All right. Well, let's transition over to the next one because that's more.
Oh, I
that's more
got
your
thoughts
speed.
on the next one.
Anyway, so the next TV show is it's called Warrior Nun.
Mhm.
Mexy, you did a great job describing.
Okay.
So just give us like a quick what the WTF is Warrior Nun.
So there's this nuns. They show up. One of them gets killed, and you find out that there's this other person there who is also dead. And they put the thing inside. I'm not even gonna explain what the thing is because there's a lot of contention in my head about this thing.
Some power.
But
thing.
something makes her come back to life, and then all of a sudden she's a demon hunting nun. Are they demons? Are they considered demons? I don't know.
It's
And
called
then-
demon hunting. Okay.
demon hunting nun, and then she's all like, I don't want to do this, da 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 da. I found this guy who I want to hook up with, and she does. Boom. And then stuff happens. She finds out that she wants to do this. Subplot, you find out that there's something going on with the Vatican, that there's a murder plot against the person who originally had this object in their back. And then stuff happens. You find out other things. And then surprise angel is alive at the end.
Bam.
Boom.
Boom. Surprise angel that gave that originally because that object came from.
No.
his
Now you're
original
explaining the
angel.
plot. Now you're explaining the plot.
Okay, fine, whatever. All right, whatever. That's the thing. Okay, who cares?
Because I'm angry about this plot.
All right, who cares? All right, Mexy, did you like this movie? This show, season 1 of Warrior Nun.
I wonder what he's gonna say.
I liked the beginning. I thought the beginning was really cool. I thought it was an interesting concept to make nuns ninjas.
Warriors.
And then they went off. No. They were ninjas, man. I saw ninja stars in the shape of a cross.
That was the
also wore
alternate name.
And then all of a sudden they're like, bam! Maybe aliens, maybe demons, maybe they're the same thing. What?
So is that a yes yes or no?
I'm undecided.
Undecided.
I'm very.
Tyler, what about you? Did you like this?
You guys ruined
I
it
did
for me.
like it. I liked
like-
it. I thought it was a way better show than the name suggests. I thought Warrior Nun is a stupid name for a show, and I would never watch it. And then it was pretty good.
Can't can't help comic book movies, man, or comic book shows. They gotta use the stupid names that they came in with.
I'm curious. Yeah, what is your contention with the alien? Well, aliens versus demon. Go
I'll
into
get
that
to
a
that.
bit more.
Well, let's see. Trio, did you like it? I'll go into it after Trio says his piece.
Yeah.
I I'm pretty lukewarm on this. I have a lot of problems with the main character. Actually, a lot of the acting feels so strange and just not connected. So
Really?
I'm gonna go with, I don't know, man. It just feels like
I thought
a
it was
chick
fine.
flick almost. I don't know. I don't know.
Wow,
I-
man.
Yeah, it had a little bit of that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say like, if I go one scale from 1 to 10, I would say like a 5. I probably will not watch season 2.
You don't want to know about the aliens?
I'm okay. All right, now let's get into the aliens, because that's where like I lost all interest in this show.
Alright, look, this is my issue with the aliens, man. And then this is why it makes me angry that they've just suddenly introduced this whole not angel thing. I was fine with maybe the angel wasn't as cool as everybody thought he was, right? But they
Yeah.
show all these demons, right? They show these demons showing up, and they're like little ghosts, buckets of gas or something, going into people and trying to like, hey, do drugs, hey,
Yeah.
do bad things, you know, all these things.
Yeah.
And then they flip it around on you, and they're like, you know what, this guy who was an angel, maybe he was from another dimension. Maybe he's an alien. Because he's like, I wouldn't call myself an angel, but you know.
Yeah, he doesn't outright say it. He doesn't say like, I'm not an angel, but he doesn't say he's an angel either. It reminds me of what is that, like, superhero show with the lady that drinks a lot that is super strong? I forget her name.
Jessica Jones.
Yeah, Jessica Jones, the first bad guy. It's like people think he has mind powers, but it's actually just a virus or something like that in his.
He's technically he had mind powers because it made people do whatever he wanted. But
it was not through like magic. It was through like science, right?
I mean, yeah.
whatever. For whatever it's worth.
Yeah. And then you know what they do at the end? After
What?
they do all this whole thing with the Vatican and and the guy who was originally an angel who gave the warrior nuns their powers, you know what they do? He
What?
summons all these ghost demon things for no reason. Like,
It's aliens, man. That's why I lost all interest, because I was so entrenched, like, this is religious, or like the Vatican, the nuns, the demons, like you said, like they were possessed people, and then all of a sudden it's an alien. All right, it's like, oh
but
my
it
god,
doesn't make sense.
I know
because
that. I agree with you. It doesn't
the
make sense.
Tarrasque shows up, right? The Tarrasque is a demon that is part of the first half of the show, right?
Yeah.
And he stabs this one chick, and then he takes her to quote unquote hell. We don't know where she goes, right?
Yeah, people
And then
think it's
she
hell.
comes
Yeah.
back, and then she comes back with sharp fingers, like a demon. So like,
Yeah, I was like, oh man, the devil did bad stuff to her. She's coming back and doing to like, basically she's possessed, right? Like when somebody's possessed, they're like not fully aware, like in all the movie tropes, right? So I was like, I fully bought on that world. If they would have kept it all going, they would have kept like, yep, this is like devil worship and like demons and angels and all that stuff. I would have watched season 2, let's go, right? But they said aliens. I was like, oh, come on, guys.
I don't think it's aliens. I refuse to believe it's aliens.
Yeah, we had the discussion. Like, in my opinion, aliens is somebody from not the world that they're in. Mexy is like, aliens is
Nah.
like, what, you think other planets or whatever?
No. I'm still on the tramp that this is heaven versus hell shit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I refuse to believe that they had these ghosty things showing up at the beginning of the show, and then later in the show they're gonna be like aliens, other dimensions. I'll
Yeah,
even
they have to explain
accept-
that part. They have to go justify that. Like, come on, like whoever the freaking writer of this show is, whoever the writer of this comic is, explain that to me, because it doesn't make any sense if it's aliens.
So
I'll
you're saying that they said it was aliens because of like the machine and stuff, right? Because the
No, because the guy, what's it called? Whatever the
Teleported in from some random location.
Yeah, because when they did the flashback to show where the first warrior nun came from, like she took it by force. So the guy came from like some portal and then
She didn't
came
take it by force. He still gave it to her.
No, but she didn't want it. She didn't
Yeah,
want the
wow.
artifact or whatever it's called. It's like this guy came in from some portal and he was running away from somebody, the Tarask, probably.
Mhm.
He was, and then she was like, "Here, take this ring," and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, this must be an angel." But I mean, it was
I
not
mean,
an
even
angel.
in the angels, if they were
Okay,
still
I
in the angel world, I would still be like, I don't think she wanted to become a warrior nun, no matter
Yeah.
how faithful she was.
Yeah, she didn't want to. She was like, "What is this?" Because she confronted him too. She's like, "Hey, are you an angel? Like, what the hell, man? I didn't want this." So anyway, that's when I lost 100% interest.
You know, I'm convincing myself otherwise now, because now they're talking when they're talking about the Halo and stuff, and like how it has a battery, a cooldown period. If it was really like, you know, a religious artifact, I would feel that it doesn't have a rechargeable battery.
Celestial like artifacts don't have cooldowns, man. They're weapons of God, creations of God. They're just like powerful and
No, that's how they nerfed. That's how God nerfed. That's how God nerfed it. Is like you have a cooldown. You can do it this much.
Okay. Oh, that's. I mean, Tyler, you said you watched it a while back, but I don't know if you remember all these subtleties.
Yeah, it's been a while. So I'm getting bits and pieces back, but I'd need to watch it again to make.
No, it's
I
still
don't
good,
remember
man.
struggling with it like you, like you two are struggling with it.
I was fully on board, man. I was like, this show, okay, I'll watch it because I was watching it here and there, and then they got to the last episode, and I was like, no, mames, wait, like I was like, come on, like is aliens? It was like it's that moment, like it's all a dream. It's like, no, please, because
See, I reacted differently to that because I was all like, "Oh man, this guy was like a wizard." In my head, I'm like,
oh, you think it was a wizard? Gotcha.
Wizard.
Okay. If I saw it that way too, I think it would have made sense. Kind of like a
But
wizard,
then,
sorcerer, kind of like, yeah, that still makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch season 2. Whatever. I'll wait for Mexy to watch it and be angry.
Now I'm questioning everything because now I started thinking about the Halo's a battery or it has a cooldown. Why would it have a cooldown? Doesn't make sense. Maybe it has a cooldown.
Right, because part of the power that the Halo, that the thing that's in the back of the Warrior Nun, it lets you go through walls, I guess, or do stuff, but you have to wait to use it again.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that because
it's totally like it's an MP bar, man. It's an MP.
MP bar,
You gotta wait for it to recharge. Now I'm back on board. Wizards and demons and angels.
Wizards and demons, wizards, demons, angels. It still fits.
Works.
The theme still fits.
Yes,
I would say that.
I refuse to believe they're aliens. I hate that. I hate when they make angels and demons aliens because it's such an obvious thing to do.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's like, oh, where are we gonna get this? Like aliens. Okay, let's go. It's just like it makes sense.
Yeah,
It's just too easy.
It's too easy. It's too easy to explain it away that way. I don't like it.
Cool. What did you think? I mean, about this character development. Like Ava gets this holy trinket jammed into her bag. She was dead. Now she's alive. How did you think she handled it?
She wasn't just dead though. She was quadriplegic. Right? We gotta throw that in there.
She was okay. So
Yeah.
Ava was a quadriplegic. She was getting taken care of by an evil nun that didn't like her, and she killed her. Let's just say she killed her. And she went away. So, but she was like, what? She's not that old, right? In the show, like
she's like 18, I think.
Yeah, 18. But she was quadriplegic for her whole life.
Something like that. She got in an accident when she was young.
Car accident.
Yeah.
So
Her
I
mom
think
died.
the reason why she kills her is because she is 18.
right.
She would be leaving the orphanage thing, so it's kind of like a mercy killing. But
yeah.
Man.
She was pretty evil.
systems.
Yeah, she was pretty evil.
She loved it. She was like, "You're turning 18. Time to take out my syringes and murder you."
This is Europe, man. They take care of you over there, okay?
Yeah,
You're quadriplegic.
They
They
made
probably
it-
like hook it up.
If I remember it correctly, they made it look like a mercy killing, but then like 2 seconds later, she has like evil eyes, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Oh, okay, she's horrible."
I would like to note that there was no demon there at that point, so that lady was just mean.
You don't
Are
know
you
that.
wrong?
You don't know that.
Yes, I do, because she can see demons.
That's true.
Not-
My bad. That's true.
Not yet. She couldn't.
Yes, she
No,
could.
she could. She went back to
Really?
save the little boy.
Yeah.
She went back
She
to save
went
the
back
little boy.
She couldn't see it until she had the thing in her back.
Nah, she
And she
could
was-
see. Yeah,
But she
Oh,
was.
wait,
Yeah,
she
and
was
she
watching.
she
was
always had.
watching.
Got it. I got it.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's okay.
Look, I binged it in 2 days before the show, so it's all in my head.
I mean, it does like the whole story is her coming back to life, so she can only have it, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. The fair point. Fair point.
yeah. So we-
She was dead at the beginning of the show, literally.
yeah, she was the first thing of the show. You see, she's dead, right? And then the rest of the story is her coping, How do I cope with me, like because she wants to experience life, whereas in the I guess the movie that we talked about earlier, the character was already alive, so she knew what was life. So I think Ava, I don't know, man. Like I understand why she was like she didn't want to be part of the order or whatever the nun clique, because she wanted to do her own thing and live her
The
life.
nun click.
Whatever,
OCS is what they called it.
OCS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Order of the Shattered Sword or something like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's
I
what
thought that part
about.
was interesting because I thought in the beginning it was a pretty natural response. She
Mhm.
could walk, so she wanted to do her own thing. But I feel like it was drawn out to a point where I was saying, like, "Are you crazy? Like, wouldn't you just
Yeah.
do the right thing?" Like,
Yeah,
why
the
wouldn't
whole
you-
show, she was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. It's like, dude, like, come on. This is like
let's-
episode 10. Like, come on.
If 2020 has taught us anything, is that people will not do the right thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, should we put masks on or not? I don't know.
Oh, there's a virus out there. We need to take care of ourselves. Nobody
go
running
party.
to-
Woo.
Yeah, like okay. Let's not bring logic into this. Okay.
All right, you know what? You're right. Yeah, and speaking of logic, the first bad decision she does is like she meets a guy and she's like, "Let's go." All right, let's go. But it makes sense, YOLO, right? Because she doesn't know if she's gonna stay alive forever.
Yeah.
She knew before she was like quadriplegic, and then now she's alive. She's like, "Let's go, YOLO." So I guess at first,
She never felt anything below her head or whatever, and then
Yeah.
suddenly she has feelings in her body. Hormones are gonna go 100%, man.
yeah, I guess.
Like
I guess.
you gotta
Zero to
cut her
100.
some
I
slack.
remember being a young boy. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, that's why in the beginning it makes perfect sense. I feel like they just drew that out a little too long.
Yeah, and that's my problem with this character. I think like they highlight that a little bit too much in the whole show. She's like a rebel, when like in the meantime, like there's like the sister Lilith and what was the Shotgun Mary? They're all
Shotgun
trying
Mary!
to they're all
Best
doing their
name!
best to get her back because they need her, because the artifact, whoever carries the artifact is important. So they're all trying to do their best to get her back. She's like, I don't wanna
Like to save the world.
Like to save the world. Like, I don't want to do it. I want to
She's
go
like, nah.
party. It's like, "Ah, come on, guys. Like, just please. Like the
I
whole
mean,
show.
She's 18. She's never she had crazy nun raising her.
The
she don't know
world
nothing.
is falling apart. The Vatican is like trying to do
All
some
you
shady
have
stuff.
to do is wear a mask. The world is falling apart. I don't see your argument. Okay.
Okay, whatever. You know what? You're right. It's 2020. Nothing makes sense. All right. That was my problem with the character, but it's not her fault. It's the director's
She's
fault.
immature.
She's immature. She's immature. So I guess they're revealing her immatureness through that.
Yeah,
aspect.
man.
But like Tyler said, too much of it gets annoying.
It's fine.
It just got in the way of the story progression a little bit in the middle.
What did you guys think of what is the father's name? Father Vincent. He like ended up being like at the end, like plot twist, like he's betraying everybody. He's loyal to the alien clan. He's been waiting all this time to get him out. What do you guys did you guys suspect that the whole time?
Let's roll back a little. He was loyal to Adrian's clan. We do not, or Adriel's. We do not know if they're aliens or not.
If you want to stick to that, that's fine.
Okay.
Fine. To Adriel, the original angel that gave us the holy ring.
Well, we're agreeing that he's not an angel, man. We know this now. I'm just saying we don't know what the other stuff is.
Yeah,
Okay?
Adriel could find Adriel. We don't know alien or whatever he is. Yeah. So this whole time, this biding his time. So maybe this guy also is also immortal because the other guy didn't die forever, right?
The
I was
father?
fine. I was fine with it. I thought it was good. I actually didn't expect that one. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't expect it either.
which I give him credit because I was like, at the beginning of the show when they're like, how'd she die? I was like, don't say anything. I was like, oh, you killed her right away. But
Yep,
this
I knew.
one,
I was like, okay, this smells like murder. Like somebody murdered. Somebody killed her because they
But
were
this
like
one I
being
was like,
super
"Whoa."
shady.
didn't see it. Didn't see
You
it
didn't see it
happening.
coming. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was crappy because I liked the character. I was like, oh man, you're a bad guy, or maybe a good guy. We don't know. I don't know.
Is he a bad guy though?
Is he-
Because he was kind of like, hey, bro, like, I know you good and stuff, but you can't be doing this. You should go hang out over there. That's what I got from it.
Yeah, I don't know because he was
Lady
like
whispered to him.
at the final scene when they were fighting, like fighting with Adriel. He's like, "All right, peace, nuns. I'm leaving. Good luck. Good luck with all these like demons that this guy spawned."
Do you agree they're demons?
I agree, they're demons, demon-like. I mean, I didn't write this, so they're demons as far as the show is concerned, but there's aliens involved, and yeah.
I won't punch you.
Social distancing. You can punch him from far away.
Oh, I'm gonna figure it out. My favorite scene in this entire show was when B or Beatrice, I think her name is full name, when she puts the mask on, like not the mask, but the shroud over her face to go full ninja. That was the coolest thing ever
yes,
because
that
I was
was
like, oh, like she put it's like Ash Ketchum turning the hat backwards, like oh, it's about to go down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, that was my favorite part too. I was just gonna ask you what was your favorite part, but that was my favorite part too. She just like beats everybody up. One nun is like
it's the full scene, like putting down that mask because it makes her cooler, man. Like that mask was cool. I don't know why, it just looked cool.
I mean, it's to protect her face from getting like cut. You know, it's mithril, I believe, right? So it's like chainmail. So
Are there hobbits? What?
no, like chainmail. It's chainmail. Look at it again. It's
I think it was just to look cool, man.
whatever. See, Tilly,
Nah.
she would not.
Oh.
Look, this lady is precise.
Aliens
she
is
wouldn't.
fine, but now we're like, oh, she looks cool. You're like, nah, bro. Like, nah. It has to have a practical purpose.
I mean, it's both. I mean, this lady is practical. She was like, precision. Let's go, beat them all up. They all had guns. She didn't need them. I thought that character is pretty good because actually she's probably my favorite character. I know Shotgun Mary is your favorite character, but mine is B. Yeah,
I don't know if she's my favorite character. She just has the best name ever. That's the best name. Shotgun Mary. I don't care why they call you shotguns. Shotgun Mary. And then she's all like, huh? Shotguns, bitch. Like,
yeah, well, B the whole time she knows something's off. So whenever the new like the higher ups are like, I'm loyal to the church, not loyal to the man, which is
Cardinal Duretti.
yeah. Oh man, I have another comment with the language thing, but like let me stick to this. She's loyal to the church. She's loyal to the movement, not loyal to the person, which makes perfect sense. Like that, if people believe that way, there would be a lot less corruption, in my opinion. But you know what? That's. I think she's a straight shooter, and she can also beat up like 6 guards in 5 minutes. And so, cool character.
On a side note, it was bothering me the entire show, so like one of the final episodes, that I couldn't figure out who Cardinal Duretti was, but it was like his face was so familiar to me. I was like, who is this guy? Why do I know this guy? He's what's his name? He's the brother in Desperado. You guys see Desperado?
Oh, okay.
Bucho?
I've seen Desperado, but it's a long time ago.
But like the main character or the main bad guy?
Oh, that's the main bad guy there.
Yeah. Side note that just bothering me in life, okay?
Yeah. I mean, what bothered me though is like they're speaking Spanish and it sucks. All right. It was like, guys, just there's words in English for the word that you want to say, and they speak English. Just say it in English. Like, just say it in English. It's fine. All right.
That's because they're in Spain, homie.
No, but they're already speaking English. Add the words, and it doesn't sound right. So just say it in English. Everybody's speaking English. We got it. I understand. All right.
And you're just
Show
hating
that.
because they're in Spain and they have a Spanish accent.
No, I don't care what the accent is fine. All the people that could speak Spanish, they're fine. The people that couldn't speak Spanish, though, they're less fine. This is a movie. Just speak English, please. It doesn't make it sound more authentic. It sounds just fine. I was like, ¿Qué dijo? What happened? I was like, oh wait, that's what she meant to say. Okay, but maybe that's just me. That's just me.
Nah, I'm good. I didn't have an issue with any of that.
It wasn't. It was mostly towards the end when they were like an actual, because the rest of the show happened somewhere else. But
I think they're wizards. I think they're angels and demons. Okay.
Angels and demons.
That's my final stance on that.
Okay, so I guess overall, the show comes down to the first season comes down to angels, demons, and wizards. I think there's aliens.
It's a solid. Bro, it's a universe, man. There could be aliens in there still. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe there's angel aliens. Like the Green Lantern Corps. They have different aliens. I don't know. Look, it was a solid 6 out of 10 for me. That's how I'm gonna throw it out there.
Do you think there was some
6 out of 10?
subtext with Sixth Sense? What?
I said it was a solid 6 out of 10.
Oh, 6 out of 10.
What were you saying?
No, I think there was some subtext with like the Vatican being like corrupt or like not the Vatican, but like this Father Cardinal Duretti, like trying to say something about the church in general.
Nah, man, because you find out at the end it was all lies.
No, yeah, but like somehow he got his like.
They were trying to fake you out, man. They're like, whoa, whoa, like, oh, the church is bad. Oh, don't, you don't want to be part of the church. And then all of a sudden they're like, JK, churches has nothing to do with this story.
So what's because people like so it's like they're trying to like uncover what happened and why Duretti set up like the previous Warrior Nun. And I was just wondering like if there was some subtext like, oh, are you trying to say the church is bad? Or are you trying to just, like you said, distract us with like
I think he literally wanted just to make the world better by killing demons.
I see.
I thought about this. There is one scene that annoyed the hell out of me, and even now I can't explain it away. So like there was a guy who was in the British dude who used to work for the Vatican, Christian Schaefer. He was a guy who was basically like telling the lady like, this is all the secrets of the Vatican. Da 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 da. Yeah. He was British.
Oh, that guy. Oh man. Okay. So now that you bring this guy up, right?
Wait.
Okay, go. Do your thing. Yeah, do your thing.
Towards the end of the show, right? He's looking for the lady, right? What's her name?
The doctor.
A doctor, yeah.
Scientist, whatever her name is.
Yeah, he's looking for the scientist, right? So he walks into a room, and then he walks into another room, and then he sees all the drawings on the wall. Suddenly, this is the revelation he was looking for his whole life, right? Like
that
this
scene,
is.
Yeah.
I was like, why? What here explains to you?
And he's crying.
Right. Like right? I'm like. I don't understand how you saw Jesus in this. Okay, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they mix two things. Like because this guy is still like he left the church because of some stuff that he didn't like. Okay, I get it. That's fine. You leave the church and then you join science. And then he looks at these drawings of the kid and like he's crying. It's like you saw Jesus. It's like you saw like something like something powerful. I don't know.
Yeah, was that the scientist lady's son or daughter?
Yeah,
or child.
Son. Yeah.
Son. That talk to angels, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Paul is talking to aliens, man. It's aliens. He was abducted.
How would he talk to aliens, man?
Because aliens are real, but angels are not. I don't know.
He's definitely talking to demons, though. That's what I got from
He's
the
talking. He's talking to like the closet
demons.
monster. Yeah.
Nah, he's talking to demons because the demons' bones were made with divinium, and everybody's like, demons and diviniums are like, you know, ham and cheese. I don't know.
That's what I'm like.
Ham
That's
and
one of the things that are
cheese.
like kind of hard to like. This show kind of like went all over the place towards the end. I was totally fine with like holy like stuff. I'm just
Yeah,
repeating myself
man.
again.
So I'm saying, man, just look at it at the lens that I am.
Yeah.
Wizards, angels, and demons. Wizards,
Yeah,
angels, and demons.
But here's the problem, man. I saw it with my lens, and I can't go back. As soon as I saw that scene, I was like, "Oh man, please don't do this to me." Like it all makes sense now, but it's like it sucks. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because if season 2 just keeps on the tropes of the demons and wizards, that's fine.
It's gonna
Fine
be
with that.
demons and wizards and aliens, not aliens and angels.
Not
man.
aliens.
And aliens.
Like I
Freudian
said,
slip.
it's too easy to make angels aliens, and if they do that, I'm gonna be really turned off by this show because it's just like it's been done. It's over. In my opinion, it's overdone.
So what? It's 2020. You can do it again. Because I was like 8 out of 10, like up to like the second to last episode. I even like went downstairs to watch it. Like as I was watching it on my phone, it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go watch it on the TV. It's like, yeah, and then like, and then that happened. I was like, you know what? Turning this off, going to sleep. Oh man, yeah. But I don't want to rag on this because I think the show overall, I think it's pretty good. I still
out
would
of
watch
10.
it. Yeah.
6
out
out
of
of
10
10.
just on that, but the ending, it's gonna the end of the season is gonna suck. So I would probably advise to wait for season 2 if you're gonna watch this. That way you can just like skip the cliffhanger, get over that hump, and then like figure out what's next.
BTW. They did more to explain a lot of lore and backstory in like 15 minutes in this movie or this show than they did in an entire movie in the other one. Throwing it out there.
Yeah, because the other's a movie. This is a TV show. This is 10 hours.
15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's all they needed to explain. This guy's a wizard demon thing. This is not what magic. There's things in this world that you do not comprehend.
I don't know. I still prefer the old guard over this series.
I mean, you're wrong.
It's more serious, more mature, more like, this is like a lot of whining, and I just can't take the whining. And then like
it still has like a teen drama kind of feel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that kind of like drama. Like, oh,
that's why I feel like that's why I say it again. I think it's better than like the name suggests. I feel like a lot of people that I knew weren't watching it because they're like, that sounds stupid, like a teen drama, like a CW show.
yeah.
And it was. I think
What's
it was
wrong
better
with
than
the CW?
that. Some of
It's not for everybody, man.
We can go.
I only watched it because you watched it, so, and then Mexy only watched it because we made him watch it. So
I wanted to watch it because I like this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, this is straight up manly, like this mystical fantasy kind of stuff.
yeah, I like that stuff too. And then the last episode comes out, and then like it ruins everything.
And then and then I'm angry because it's like, oh, it's aliens, guys. No.
Cool. Well, I don't know. I guess Mexy. Well, I guess I don't. They haven't said if they're gonna do a second season. I think they're still waiting. Oh, they said they were gonna do it.
Yeah. It's already been renewed.
When is it gonna come out?
I haven't announced that much.
I haven't announced, but they said they're gonna do it. Yeah, because they can't.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is like ratings weren't good. I guess people did like it overall. People watched it, so
it's been renewed. I'm excited.
Good. Yeah.
So I
well,
can prove you wrong.
I don't care either way, man. Like I think all the way up to the second to last episode, it was fine. I would recommend it. Like, yep, watch it. It's just a little bit of whining, but skip that. You're fine. Don't worry. The rest of the show is good.
They got a character named Shotgun Mary. Like, what can go wrong?
Yeah.
And then you got like ninjas as nuns. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on. Like, and they're like they're super tactical. It's like they're gonna go infiltrate some place. They get all their gear. They get their plan. They're like do call outs.
Team nuns.
Yeah, SWAT teams. Like, man, amazing camaraderie right there. But yeah, the last episode, man.
It hurts. That last episode hurt so much. Anyways,
Anyway,
I think we can cut it.
I think we can cut it here. So anyway, thank you for listening. Signing off. Peace.
Later.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please give us a star, heart, or leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube at Pubstomp Podcast. That's PUBSTOMPOD cast. For more episodes, go to anchor.fm/Pubstomp. Music provided by 99 Lives. Credits are in the episode description.